with SEVENnetworking. Welcome, welcome. Good to see everyone this afternoon. How's everyone doing? It's been a busy day here in Arizona for me. Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing? How are you, Naomi? Welcome. Where to start? That's Teme. T. Kent, welcome, welcome. We're going to talk about the telephone today. Candace, hey. Do you guys like making calls on the telephone? Give me a thumbs up if you are using the telephone. Hello, Becca. I bet you have to use the phone sometimes when you make some calls, right? When people have ordered jewelry from you. And you too, Candace? Yes, thumbs up. You had a good scope day today. Fabulous. I'll have to look at your replays. T. Kent, is your name T? I think this is one of your first times on my scope. I am Karen Joseph with SEVENnetworking. Hello. Yes, but honestly, it is not your favorite thing. Well, you know what? That is why we are going, hi, Tina. That's why we're going to talk about the telephone today and why it should become your friend. Hi, Sherry. How are you doing? You're great on the phone. We had a chat over the weekend. That was so enjoyable. So, like Becca said, a lot of people are scared of the phone. They don't want to pick up the phone. Why are you guys afraid to pick up the phone? Tell me some reasons. I'm glad you're doing well. Why are you guys afraid of the phone? You know, you sometimes pick that phone up if you're in direct sales or you're working in MLM or you have a business. There are calls you have to make. Hello, Mr. Kwan. How are you doing? Pink on blue on wood in your scope. Fabulous. Well, why are you guys afraid to pick up the phone? Is it fear of rejection? Do you think it's going to be because people, hello, Glendale AZ man. You think you're going to be interrupting people? Yes, we often think that. So let's talk about the reasons. Hey, Big Ray, time management, asking for the sale. Yes. Let's talk about, first of all, why we should use the phone. Second of all, some tips and tricks that I have perfected over the years, because let me tell you, I love the phone. I love cold calling. I love talking to people. And I have some tips and tricks that we're going to use later on that make it really easy and simple. Candace likes the phone too. Must be that New York thing, Candace. So let's talk about why you should be using the phone, okay? It's important. If you have a business, you need to get comfortable with your phone. The reason why you should be using it, you have a friend like me, yep. There are people out there. Some people like the phone, some people don't like the phone. I understand that. But if you have a business, you need to be using it. Is absolutely essential, says Sherry. Exactly. So here are some reasons why you should be using it. First of all, it's much quicker if you make a phone call, right? If you call someone, say you have a quick question, instead of just sending them an email or a text. Hey, how are you? Hello to you from Dubai. So if you have a quick question, say you're closing out the jewelry party, Candace or Becca, and you just have a quick question. You want to ask the hostess, do you want the silver necklace for your free item or do you want the gold necklace, right? If you pick up the phone, it's a 2-second conversation. If you send them an email, then you have to wait for them to respond, right? You have to wait for them to respond. Then you have to get back to them. Then it's like a back and forth. And they might not even respond to you, right? You get stuck for an hour in one question call. Was that me? Was that when I called you, Sherry? Right? So if you just pick up a phone, yeah, sometimes it is phone tag. But if you just say, you know what, I have a quick question, just want to ask you one thing. Let's make it really short. I know you're super busy today. And just ask them, I did have a reason, and just ask them that one quick question and say, fabulous, don't want to keep you any longer, have a great day, goodbye, thank you so much. So that is one reason why you should be using the phone. It's important, okay? The next thing is, let's talk about when you do make those calls. You need to call with enthusiasm, right? Not just pick up the phone. Say it's a sales call. Say you're looking for someone to buy a website from you. You never know, when the right time to call. All right, then let's talk about that, Jonathan. When do you guys think is a good time to call people? Right? When do you think is a good time to call people? Now, I've been told by a lot of people, I'm not in direct sales. I have a networking organization for entrepreneurs. So I know a lot of people, business owners, and people in direct sales. And I can't get that part right. Just a quick question. Yes, if you smile on the phone, they can hear you. Exactly. Let's talk about when a good time to call people, and then we'll talk about smiling and your enthusiasm, all right? Because those are two fabulous things that you guys brought up. So good time to call. I have heard from people that Friday afternoon, if you're calling someone who's at work, say they're at the office, think about it. Friday afternoon, they can't wait to get out of there, to get home, or to go to happy hour, to go see their family, go see their boyfriend or girlfriend. So Friday afternoon, say 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, they are happy to get on the phone with you. They are just looking at their clock, counting down the minutes when they can get out the door. So Friday afternoon is a great time to call people, I have found. Yes. And also I found Sunday evening. Sunday evening, I've heard from a lot of people, Becca, that are in direct sales, that Sunday evening is a great time because a lot of people are home on Sunday evening, getting the kids' lunches ready for Monday, making sure the kids have their homework done for the next day, right? I'm always home on Sunday evening. You can always call me because I'm preparing for the week. That's the time that I spend preparing for the week. So really, I'm serious. Sunday evening, people are home. Now, when I call people, this is what I say to them. All right, you're going to want to write this down. Sunday evening is usually good for direct sales. Interesting. See, Sherry agrees with me. This is what you're going to want to say to me. Is this a good time to chat? All right, remember that. Is this a good time to chat? Not, because 9 out of 10 people are going to say yes. They're going to say, yes, this is a good time because they don't want to say no to you. They don't want to hurt your feelings. So they're going to say, yeah, this is a fine time. All right. So write that down. When you call someone, is this a good time to chat? Do you have a few minutes? All right. Thank you. Is this a good time to chat? I do that and also confirm when I have an appointment and say, is this still a good time to talk? Fabulous. Yes. And you know how I get people to call me back? Yes, they are on catch. Another way I get people to call back, this is another trick I've been using for years and years and years. I call someone, I leave a message, and I say, oh, hi, this is Karen Joseph calling from SEVENnetworking. I just have a quick question for you. Can you call me back? That way, what happens? They want to know what the quick question is, right? They get excited. I don't go into a whole big long thing saying, oh, I want to ask you about this, that, the other thing. Just a quick question. I have gotten people to call me back because they're curious, right? Aren't you curious? Message says, have a quick question. Hi, Heather. How are you doing? That's right. Don't get into a long-winded voicemail. Just to have a quick question. I have people call me back. I had called someone a few years ago. She was on the plane. She got off the plane in Massachusetts. The first thing that she did was call me back because she wanted to know what was the question. I just have a quick question for you. Can you give me a call back? Everyone's curious, right? Aren't we all curious? So try that. I'm telling you, it always works. That is where I goof. They say one question, so I say yes. The calls I make are on my time. Yep. So now let's talk about your persona when you're on the phone call, right? Candace said, smiling, even when you're talking on the phone. If I'm here talking on my phone, right, I'll be smiling because look at the difference, right? I'm smiling and I sound really chipper and happy. And if you're not smiling, you sound like this, right? Monotone. So yes, look in the mirror. Great. Periscope's great for that because you're looking right at your face. So smile, show enthusiasm, let your passion shine through. Other people will catch that. They will say, hey, this person is, yes, oh yeah, I want to be a part of that. I want to buy from that person. I want to try that product. That person is excited. Oh, thank you for all those hearts, you guys. Please share this with your followers if you think that you know people that will be interested, and share it on Twitter as well. I'd laugh too much at me. Well, it's okay to laugh. It's okay to be jovial, right? I laugh a lot. I think laughter is fun, right? It's contagious. People want to be around people who laugh, people who want to be around people who are cheerful, right? You want to be around the happy person. All right? My next tip is, you hate looking at yourself on Periscope. You know what? You'll get over that. I have huge pores on my face. I see them every time I turn the camera on. Thanks for sharing, Big Ray 42. Yep, laughter is good medicine. I see my wrinkles on my forehead, but the more you are on Periscope, the more you'll get over it and you'll just be like, you know what, whatever. Also, I find the older I get, the less I do care. So with age, there are some good things. Besides wrinkles, there are some good things that come along with it. All right, so my next thing is give people a choice, right? It's called positive choice. Positive choice. Have you ever had a personal mentor or coach? Nope, never had a personal mentor or coach. But my background is I was a teacher turned entrepreneur. So I love teaching others how to build their business. I mean, that's just my passion, is helping other entrepreneurs. Hey, T. Brooke. Hello, Joanne. So yes, so no, I've never worked with a coach or a mentor. I like to help other people. I don't call myself a coach or a mentor, but you're a teacher too. See, there you go. There you go. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is giving people a choice. All right. You've called them on the phone. You've got them engaged with the conversation. They're not about to hang up. They're not saying, oh, I got to go now. Have to go pick up the kids from, soccer field. They want to talk with you. You want to make an appointment with them. So how do you get them to pick a time? This is what you do. You give them two choices only, and you make them think that they've picked their own time. So you say, you know what, I have 2 spots open tomorrow to give you a call back so we can discuss XYZ. Would you like me to call at 2 o'clock or would you like me to call at 4 o'clock? There you go. You're letting them think in their head that they've picked the time, but those are the 2 times that you're available that you can speak. So there you go. You're letting them pick it. Now, I do tell people also, say you work a full-time job. Yes, positive choice. I'm glad I inspired you Scope every day, Jonathan. You guys are awesome. I love the Perry family, the Perry community. Say you work a full-time job. Hey, Stephanie. And you can only call people back at 7 p.m., right? How do you get them to keep it? That's my schedule buster. They call back an hour later. Well, you know what? You call them. You tell them, I'm going to call you back on Thursday, and it's going to be 4 o'clock or it's going to be 6 o'clock. Which time is better for you? And let them know right off the bat. I have a half hour to speak, maybe have 45 minutes to speak. We really like to play this to your step. Go for it. Play it to wherever you want, Big Ray. So give them those 2 choices and let them know ahead of time how much time you're going to spend with them, right? You don't have to give of yourself hours and hours and hours. You can set the limits. Time is valuable, right? So my next thing is, say you work a full-time job, where a lot of people do, and maybe they're doing their business on the side, their passion, right? You're hoping that you can eventually ditch that full-time job, but you want to, Big Ray 425, fabulous. But you want to, you're working on building your business, because a lot of people do that, right? You can't always just ditch that 9-to-5 job until you have your business built up. So what you can do, so say you can only make calls 7 p.m. at night. Oh, that's you teaching. Yep. And that's a hard job, right? Mama Mia, tell me your name, please, honey, and please follow me. Working with benefits. Exactly. Health benefits are going through the roof. So, it's hard to give up that full-time job. So you can only call people back at Mia. Okay. Nice to meet you, Mia. I'm Karen. You can only call people back at 7 p.m., right? That's the only time you're available. You have to work the full-time job. You have to pick up your kids from soccer. You have to come home, make dinner. You're exhausted, but every night, 7 o'clock, you need to make calls. So this is what you say to someone. You say the only time you don't tell them, oh, this is the only time I can call you. You give them the choices once again. You say, I can call you Thursday at 7 o'clock, or I can call you Friday at 7 o'clock. Once again, they think they have made that choice, right? It's kind of like, you're playing a little game with them. They don't have to know it though. You're giving them the choice. They feel like they have control. Yes, people do like options. Definitely. All right, friends, what else can we talk about that will encourage you all to pick up the phone, right? That 500-pound telephone, the thing right here. We all have it with us. We're all texting all the time, looking at our emails. But when you want to get a quick response, I'm telling you, pick up the phone. Yes, just like the doctor's office. Exactly. Pick up that phone. It's a great way to communicate. It's fast. You can really get to know people through the phone too. That's another thing. When you send emails, very often, hello October Moon, thank you for joining. Very often what you say in the email gets misconstrued. Or sometimes people think you're upset with them if you put too many exclamation points or if you put capital letters, and you didn't really mean to do that. It just comes across that way because they don't really know who you are. They don't know, like Periscope is so authentic. I'm sitting here speaking in my kitchen. That's right, you cannot read tones, but when you're speaking to someone on the phone, we scope with that phone. Exactly. That's right. You scope with the phone. You're talking into the phone. You should be able to pick it up and call a potential client, someone who you are doing business with, a customer. It is huge. So I encourage you all to get off the scope. Think of who you need to call, right? If you're a little nervous about making those phone calls, say it's for sales, say it's for, you're asking someone to do a jewelry show for you, right? My jewelry gals, jewelry divas that are on here, or say you're selling a table like Jonathan does, have a script for yourself. That's fine. Use the script over and over and over. A next investor, that's right. Use the script over and over and over. That's fine. Practice it. Practice, 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 right? Whenever you're doing speaking to anyone, you should practice beforehand. Make the script. Stick with it. Practice in front of the mirror at home. A lot of you said with a smile on your face because that really does help. Hi, Becca. Thank you for joining back in. And practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, right? We all heard that growing up when we were 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Our parents said to us, practice makes perfect. That goes for calling on the telephone as well. So friends, thank you, Candace. I'm glad you're here with me today, and I'm going to see you in a little bit at our 7 networking meeting. Woohoo! In 2 hours, honey. So, so once again, I'm Karen Joseph at 7 Networking. Please connect with me on Twitter. Yay! Connect with me here on Periscope. I love to help and support entrepreneurs. If there's any way I can help you with anything, why, thank you, Big Ray. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If there's anything I can help you with, I haven't been on Blab yet. I have not, but I'm sure one of these days I will. Are you on Blab, Mia? I'm going to have to check out your scopes as well. And I encourage you all to do your own scopes too. I know that's a little intimidating at first, but it is great. And if you have a business, you need to get into speaking, right? Public speaking, it's important. Step out of your comfort zone. It opens up, Periscope opens up an entire new world. All right, Frozen, I am so sorry, Becca. Periscope is wacky like that. No, I don't blab, and I'm not scoping much either. Well, Mia, it's time to get into it. All right, friends, I encourage you, pick up the phone, make those calls. You will feel great when you do, when they're all done. And I will see you all later this evening. I do a Promote Your Scope at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, ideas to scope about? Candace, we could chat, honey. There's so many great things you could talk about with your jewelry. Maybe some fashions for the winter. Winter fashions, what's new, what's hot. That would be cool. I bet people would love to see that. Goodbye, Mia. Nice meeting you, honey. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining. I will see you later this evening, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. You have your first scope project. Yay! That is great! Bye, Jonathan. Thanks for your support always. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.